Get ready to match the stars. Orson B. Brett Summers. Charles Nelson Reilly. Penny Marshall. Richard Dawson. And Betty White. As we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now here's the star of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
Is that one of ours?
Dear friends and gentle hearts.
I have this growth here, Doctor.
Yes, I'll remove it for
Where
you.
did you get that?
Somebody gave it to me backstage, and I said, let me have it. I'll take it out on stage with me.
Probably Fanny Flags.
You have a problem? What is your public announcement, my dear?
My public announcement is that Fanny Flagg is recovering, and she's now getting much better, and we should all wish her well because she had an operation, and she's one of my dearest friends, and I love her, and we all love
that's
her.
sweet. Hello, Fanny. Fanny, wherever you are. Where are you, Fanny? There you are.
We love you whatever you are.
Yes. Now, all right, I take it you're all... How do you feel today?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
And that's as fine as she ever gets.
Try and contain yourself.
Not to mention, how am I?
Too much hilarity, you know, is really not good for the show. Cool it a little bit, will you?
I've heard that.
Okay.
And remember, clean mind, clean body. Take your pick.
That's right. Okay, now let's say hello to our two civilians over here, Carrie Newland and Marie Lindsay. Hello, ladies. How are you? Good. This lady has won $2,850. How do you feel about that, Carrie?
I haven't quite taken it all in yet.
Carrie's a student. I guess you can use that for your education.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Good for you. And Marie Lindsay is challenging her. And how are we doing here in the score? Where are we? We're in the middle of round one. You had your question, and you did not score at all. And your first round question is coming up. And that'll happen in a moment or so. But, friends, this will happen first. Here we go. There's the other first round question. Now, this is for you, Carrie. Listen carefully. Everybody plays. It's Carrie's first round question. Tonto say, many moon ago, me married. Tonto speak. You listen when Tonto speak, okay?
Okay.
Many moon ago, me married, but then me go to squaw swapping party. Swap squaw for blank. Tonto say, me no
Talk
say.
to me when I'm trying to think of an
Oh, I'm
answer.
sorry.
The funniest...
Every once in a while, she gets feisty.
Yeah.
The funniest Indian I ever met was Jay Silverhills, who played Tonto for many years, and he said, I married an Italian girl to get back at Columbus.
Now you see, Penny can't write.
Penny,
Is everyone finished?
we're treading water here and giving you a chance to write. We're doing a whole vaudeville routine there. Okay. All right. We'll come over here to Carrie Newland. Tonto say, many moon ago me married, but then me go to squaw swapping party. Swap squaw for blank. What say you, pale-faced girl? What a
Buffalo.
pretty- Buffalo? Swap squaw for buffalo? Well, it was a cold winter. For a nickel.
I've had 20 cold winters, and I've never taken to Buffalo.
Pale-faced ladies say buffalo. What say you, skinny
I say,
kid?
let the chips fall where they may. Horse.
Horse.
And Scout.
A scout. You're
Get
the
him
horse.
up, Scout.
Yeah, get him up, scout. Okay.
Tonto's Palomino Horse
All right,
Scout.
says- okay. What did you say?
Well, I guess you kids don't watch the tube.
Why?
Because it's the Lone Ranger.
A Lone Ranger. Me swap
know me.
squaw for Lone Ranger. Okay. What do you say?
Hi-ho!
What do do you say, the Lone Ranger? The Lone
Well, I can't do the sound effects and everything all by myself.
All right, we got 2 Lone Rangers there, Carrie, but no buffalo so far. Me go to squaw swapping party, swap squaw. What do you say there, pale-faced
Well,
lady?
I too thought there was something wrong with Tonto, and I said the Lone Ranger.
Doesn't make him a bad person, does
No,
it?
he's a swell guy.
He is a swell guy. What do you say?
Got some lovely things in leather. No, Tonto, speak
Tonto,
few words.
Speak very few words.
In between words goes, great deal. Swap wife for Mazda. And now Tonto goes,
Time to go. Now time to go.
we have an album coming out.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be on the Columbia record release. What do you say there, lady with the frills?
I say if Tonto swapped squaw for buffalo, no wonder Indians say how. He swapped him for a horse.
How? Same thing. Listen, got a tight game going here. We got to stop for a commercial now. 0-0 is the score. But it's okay, ladies. You're going to get worse as the day wears out. Here's a little message for you, friends. Hurry right back. See how... Here we go. Push this button right here. Now, we ask Marie to make a choice.
B this time.
B it is. Here we go. Ready? Everybody plays.
Yes.
After she had extensive plastic surgery, Marcia's doctor told her to stay out of the hot sun or else her blank would melt. Big Brother is watching you. I'm watching everybody. I can see all 6 cards at one time. Hello there.
I worship him. I put him on a pedestal.
You've gotten so tall.
Now you can be taller than she is. Did you read? Waiting for the. All right, here we
I
go.
haven't written anything. What was the question?
I forget.
What was the question, Jane?
Come on now.
I haven't
Oh, you
written
haven't
anything.
written anything,
I'm
have you?
just fascinated.
You actually know
After she had extensive plastic surgery, Marcia's doctor told her to stay out of the hot sun or else her blank would melt.
Oh, I could have answered that weeks ago.
Without even hearing the question. Okay,
Sure.
we're all set now. Marie Lindsay. After she had extensive plastic surgery, Marcia's doctor told her to stay out of the hot sun or else her blank would melt.
Her face.
Her face. Sweet girl, isn't she? Sweet little girl, said face. What did a dirty old man say?
Vincent Price in the House of Wax, remember?
Yeah.
He told Marcia to stay out of the hot sun or else her boobs would melt.
Well, that seems to be the popular answer with this studio audience. You've all been to the hospital, have you?
Offended Mr. Dawson.
No, not at all. What do you say, Brett?
Well, I certainly didn't say what Mr. What's-His-Name said.
What did you say?
I said it's 2 pieces of cardboard glued together. It says silicone injection.
Hi, Dick.
All right.
I wish I was your hamburger.
What did you say, Charles?
Faceliftings are a very touchy subject.
They certainly
No,
are.
I knew one actress who had her face lifted so many times, every time she smiled, she pulled up her stockings. Now, Orson and I went to the same dramatic school, didn't we, Orson?
Certainly did.
Many years ago, we studied acting together, so naturally it's boobs.
Did you hear what they're saying?
I think it's terrible.
Really?
Yes.
What did you say?
It's part of. I just said nose. Marcia sounded like she had a nose.
Told her to stay out of the hot sun or else her nose would melt, eh? Okay. How about you, Rich?
Of course, the nose isn't on the face, is it?
No, I understand. They They said, no, she said face, but you got a buzz on nose, so that's the way it is. Ours not to question
Excuse
why.
me a second. You're sounding a lot better, darling.
Yeah.
Trying out for Camille? What the heck? Brett had her face lifted, you know.
She did?
When they saw what was underneath, they let it fall back. I said, resume.
Okay.
Now, they're definitely not on your face.
Listen, try and cough during the punchline, not during the script.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel very sorry for the people who are responsible for, having to watch the good taste of this program, like the censors. So I don't want to do any of that bazoom jazz. I said her butter would melt. Don't get angry.
What does that
No wonder
mean?
she only likes
Feminine
dogs.
Derriere. Butter.
Oh, a butter.
It's very delicate.
Okay. All right. So, Marie, I'm sorry, there was no match there for you. Now, Carrie, you need one match to win the game. Everybody plays. This is it. Zelda the Zulu said.
People.
Zelda the Zulu.
Are we seen in Ghana with this show?
She said, you can't trust that new witch doctor. He told me to stick out my tongue, and then he blanked it. The witch doctor. Zelda the Zulu said, you can't trust that new witch doctor. He told me to stick out my tongue, then he blanked it. You think about that, Carrie? You need one to win the game. Orson's finished.
Doesn't
While the
Charles
rest of
look
you
just like
are fiddling
Chuck
around.
today?
No, don't say that.
Oh, all right. Finish down here, and they're finishing up there.
Wait a minute, I don't want that.
You don't.
Why not?
You're changing your mind. Now, don't change your mind. Trust yourself. You're pretty enough. Here we go. Carrie. Zelda the Zulu said, you can't trust that new witch doctor. He told me to stick out my tongue, then he blanked it.
Then he stabbed it.
He stabbed it. Looks like it's going to be a scoreless tie, doesn't it? Tie the score. Yeah.
What
Stabbed
Alan
it.
tried to
What'd
do
she
to
say?
you last night.
One stab and she wins the game. Orson, are you offering a stab?
Yeah. Like most doctors, the witch doctor was mean and sexy. Bitter tongue.
He bit her tongue. Well, Brett, what do you say?
Well, I went for a more medical point of view.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
You're so serious.
No, he pricked her tongue.
I see. All right. That was a crazy witch, Dr. Charles.
I said he ringed her tongue. Like
He
you ring
ringed-
your nose, your ear.
Oh, yes.
Put a ring
in there.
Put a ring in your tongue.
All right, Penny Marshall, what do you say?
We don't get anything for matching each other.
No. No.
Bit.
He bit the tongue.
Yes.
I'll
All
speak
right.
to you later about that, though.
What do you say, Richard?
I went to a witch doctor when I wasn't feeling well, and he said, go and stand by the window and put your tongue out. I said, why? He said, I'm mad at the guy across the road. I said he pierced her tongue.
He pierced her tongue.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
What?
Sure.
What is that?
Sure.
Stabbed and pierced is a match. That wins the game. Congratulations. Come on down, Gary. Cut it up. Okay. There's another 100 for you. Congratulations. Well, I got kind of caught by surprise there, Marie Lindsay. It's been a pleasure meeting you. We've got a gift for you.
Enjoyed it
Many
very
thanks.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, dear girl. Bye. Okay. Now, this is your third go at the big money here, in the Big Money Super Match. You know how it goes, so we'll get to it in a moment or so, but first we've got to do a little business with America. You've won 2 games, right?
Right.
Oh, all right. This is your second, right?
This
Third.
is my second time at the super match.
Okay. All right. You ready for it?
Yeah.
I'm not. No, here we go. We polled a recent studio audience, Carrie, and we got their best response to this. Pearly blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match that next one, you get $250. And if you match a third, you get $100. Now, these people are allowed to help to a certain extent. Choose 3, please.
Richard, please.
That old Pearly Gates.
Pearly Gates.
Yes, sir.
There's one.
Charles?
Charles.
My friend, Miss Pearly May.
Pearly May.
And Brett.
And Brett.
Well, the only thing left is Pearly White.
Pearly White.
Thank
So you got
darling.
Pearly White, Pearly Gates. Pearly May. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own. What would you like to do?
Pearly Gates.
Pearly Gates, the one you choose. She thinks that's up there under the $500 response. We're going to find out first what is under the $100 response. Pearly White. That's one breath.
Well, I was number 3, you know.
Yes, of course. All right. We're still looking for Pearly Gates. Here is a $250 response. Pearly May. Well, so far, our celebrities got 2 out of 3. Let's see if we get 3 out of 3 for Pearly Gates and the $500 response. That's it. That's enough. None of these long kisses. Okay.
Just hugged him, long enough to get
Now, Carrie, you're up for
numbers.
$3,450. Now you're going to try for $5,000. To collect that, however, you've got to match one celebrity head-to-head. Has to be an exact match. Time to choose one now.
Richard.
Okay, you are chosen, Richard. Here we go. $5,000 question. Round blank. Round blank. I'll give you both inflections. Round blank. Okay, he's finished. Now, Carrie, we want you to suggest an answer which you think will match his. What do you say?
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse. That's a railroad expression, isn't it? Yes. That's where they take the locomotives. Right. Okay, Richard, she says roundhouse to match you for $5,000. May we see your card?
Well, I was thinking of King Arthur and the Knights of the
Round
Table. Yeah.
That's a hardie. That's a hard one.
What would you have said? Round table.
I had house.
Well, then you come up here. We'll sign it.
Round steak. Oh, there's a lot of good ones there.
Run into the roundhouse.
Okay.
Robin.
Carrie, you've still got the $3,450, and you're still the champ. You're going to meet another player right now, so let's welcome Ron Bambus. Hello, Ron. Ron, you know Carrie? Now, Ron, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm self-employed in the graphic arts trade, and I'm married, 2 children, Christopher 7, Kathleen 1.
Okay, we welcome you and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And let's begin, shall we? Ask you to make a decision here, A or B.
B, please.
All right, everybody, please. We got a new game going here. Fred dropped his TV set on the floor. When he picked it up, it was still working, but the CBS eye was blank. Fred dropped his TV set on the floor. When he picked it up, it was still working, but the CBS eye was blank. That's
Miss
it?
Peppy but interested down there.
Yeah. You put it in there with...
Did it go on?
No, yes, it's on. You're lit up, honey.
Okay.
You're okay. You're lit. All right. Here we go. Ron Bambus. Fred dropped his TV set on the floor. When he picked it up, it was still working, but the CBS eye was...
Closed.
closed. All right. Became known as the One-Eyed Network, as Fred Allen said many years ago. Orson?
I'm afraid that the CBSI was bloodshot.
Bloodshot. Yeah, bloodshot. All right, Brett.
You know, I was dead sure there was only one answer to it.
What?
The CBS eye was crossed.
Ah! Yeah, well, yeah.
Hello, darling.
Hello there, Charles.
My home network will never be closed or crossed. A little bloodshot once in a while.
But not, all right. Carrie Newland, she's looking for the answer closed. He picked it up, it was still working, but the CBS eye was closed. Closed! There it
Very good, Penelope.
is. Okay, Penny. Now you, Richard. You're up.
Yeah, well, see, that'd be too depressing if
Yeah.
CBS would close. I'd be out of work. You understand what I mean? I've got a couple of kids, seeing Penny occasionally, Betty whenever Alan's awake. So I said the CBI... Wait. I said the CBSI was winking.
Winking.
This way you get a date with water, bronchi.
All right.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
How about you, madam?
Well, I said it was black.
The CBS eye was black. Oh, yeah, that would happen.
Black is beautiful.
In an injury, yes, like that. You can't light that bomb. Okay. Now, what do we have? We have a score of 1-0, and we're in the middle of round 1, and we got to stop here now because here comes a message. Hi, ho, here we go. We're not going anywhere. We got to stop right here because our time is just about up for today, but we'll look forward to seeing both of you next time. 1-0 score, middle of round 1. I'll remember that. You don't have to remember that. Let's see now. What would you like to say before we go, my dear?
Goodbye.
You're a sweet lady.
You know what I would like to
What would
mention?
you
I
like?
don't often mention things.
What's that?
Well, I do have a show that's #1 in Ghana at the moment called Masquerade Party.
Would you like to mention that?
No, I don't want to mention
All
that.
right, you can't mention it.
And it is seen on different nights throughout. Here, I think it's 4 a.m., which is an excellent time slot.
Yes.
Actually, it follows not for women only. It's 6 in the morning.
Well, that's better than the New Zoo Review. Say goodnight, Grace.
Good night there, and join us next time for Match Game 74. Gene Raven here. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations.